he appointed them specifically at this time, because Congress wasn't there. He doesn't want the public to know, just like he's already mixed all the messages about the oil spill now. You ever notice you're not hearing anything about that anymore? He's told the news agencies that are supposed to be bipartisan, but they aren't, to abstain saying anything about the oil spill.
I'm not sure they even have to come. I think that's probably what they do as well themselves. But I mean, that's the direction we're moving. And so the race to be very clear. I voted against the Wall Street bailout. Mark Schauer of the Congress is there to vote for stimulus plan that stimulated only government jobs.
He's there for Rocky.
Well, where's the immigration law?
The immigration law will expand the voting base for the liberals.
The liberals.
For him, but this is where the American public and other slack in the face are starting to stand up and speak out. We have governors like Jan Brewer, who stood strong and said, no, and bring it on, bring the lawsuit on if you want to. I'm pretty good at winning those things. We'll see what happens, but I think the American people, in their minds, it's been won already, that while we are not opposed to legal immigration, yet it must be done orderly and for the best interests of this country. And to allow what's going on now with amnesty being considered is the wrong direction.
Everyone's opposed to health care, but anyway, so everyone's opposed to immigration.
Well, the beauty of what's happening now is that August 3rd comes and November 2nd comes pretty quickly. And I told people I made
there, but I don't think he's gonna have.
So tell me, what should I do to do my part to stop whatever?
Well, why you're here today, I hope, is to support me. I certainly ask for your support. And by putting me on 1 at 435, and I know that from the experience of being there, but I am 1. And Paul Ryan or Michelle Bachmann or Jeb Hensarling or Mike Pence or Eric Cantor or other great conservatives are only 1, but they are 1. But when we line each other up together, we start to become a force. And right now, I can tell you there are at least 130 members of the 177 members of the Republican Conference in Congress right now that are strong, non-violating Republican conservatives. And adding to that number is the way to be able to say to Barack Obama this next term, number 1, we're not going to fund your health care plan. If we don't fund it in the budget, you can't implement much of it, if any. Second, while we do that, we're not just the party of no. We aren't anyway. I've said when I say no to big government and excessive expenditure and excessive taxation and deficit spending, anything deficit is excessive. I'm saying yes to taxpayers. But with that in mind as well, we then say to Barack Obama, we're going to send you legislation. We have a majority, which we have a chance of doing. And even if we only send it out of one house, we send out, we say we take just a part of my healthcare reform bill. Let's just take the Association of Plans. Introduce a bill. It's probably about 8 paragraphs. That's all. Less than 2 pages. We send that out. We debate it in committee. We control the committee. We bring it to the floor of the House. We pass it. It goes to the Senate. Whatever happens there. Makes no difference. All of a sudden we've got an echo chamber developed where, as a member of Congress, I talk about that bill. Sean Hannity, Rush Limbaugh, Mark Levin, others. Alan Combs from the other side talks about it. And all of a sudden the echo chamber goes and says, there is a reason for the American people to start thinking about this because this is a possibility. And then we put Barack Obama out of office in 2012. We put a president who will sign these types of legislation, and the American public, like they showed, their ability to do with a huge problem of the health care bill, yet probably more Americans read that than individual members of Congress. And they understood what was being said in there, and they became educated on it, and they spoke loudly. They didn't win, but they are winning in the ballot boxes in recent months. And I think they're going to win in August and in November in the ballot boxes. And ultimately at that point, we start showing Congress that you had better listen to citizens that are informed and organized. And then when we have the opportunity to pass these pieces of legislation and repeal, we can replace with that type of legislation the Obamacare package.